energy. It's out and about everywhere, and everybody is talking about it. And I want to share with you how to detect it, how you know if you're on a good vibrational scale versus a low vibrational scale, and how to shift it when you need to. Let's go get that nugget. Hey guys, it's Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind. Welcome to today's episode where I hope I am finding you becoming an alchemist, seeing, sensing, and feeling your energy and molding it to begin creating the experience that you want to have. If you are not seeing, sensing, or feeling your energy, then it is my intention that in today's episode, I give you just one nugget of inspiration toward your transformation. I love talking about energy, but I just did a live event, a live call. I'm doing them every single Wednesday morning in our Chakras for Beginners group, and we're talking about the chakras. So one chakra each day for 7 weeks, and it runs last week, Wednesday, all the way to November 20th. Every single Wednesday at 11, I just go live in the group. And actually, I'm going to do a Zoom call going forward. I'm much more savvy with Zoom than I am with Facebook Live. And I want it to be a little bit more engaging as we go along. Anyway, one of the ladies who watched the video was saying, like, so I had this lamp that was my ex's, and every time I was around it, or every time I held it or moved it or whatever, I felt this heaviness. And so I got rid of it. And then she said, do you feel like that is energy? Like, is that what you mean by energy? And like 100%. Energy is a frequency. It is a non-seeing substance, but you can't see it, but you can feel it. Our first sense of energy is our emotions and how we feel. And if you think of a really high moving energy like anger, it moves your body. There's so much in there. The energy is moving so much that it actually moves you. So I think of it as like blowing up a balloon or filling up a balloon with water. It takes the shape of its container. The more water you put in, the bigger the balloon, and eventually the balloon will burst. Well, if you think of anger, it's filling in. This energy is filling in your body, and it all of a sudden moves you like you're a freaking puppet. Like it just gets you up and you can't sit still, and you're flipping your arms around, and maybe your mouth is going, and you're saying things that you don't mean, but you're so angry, and it's just kind of like it's controlling you. Well, energy has that movement. It's energy in motion, which is our emotions. When I first started talking about energy years and years ago, the baseline of energy really is one thing. It's awareness. So when you become aware, you can start sensing it. You can start feeling it. You can start it becomes almost this palpable thing. I just did a whole, like a cleaning, like a purging in my basement. And I have a kind of a lower level. It's like half finished. I mean, got ceiling tiles and, floor and like carpet and stuff like that. And it's a walkout. And, I have a gym. I used to be a personal trainer for like 25 years. So I have my own gym and a treadmill and a bike and this lift machine and a recumbent bike and this, a couple of weight machines and a bunch of dumbbells and stuff like that. And I just kind of had it kind of crowded in my basement. And I also have 4 turtles. And so during the summer, those turtles go outside. Well, in the winter, they come inside, and I put them in their own little hibernation apartments is what I call them, but they all get their own big giant aquariums. Well, anyway, there's 4 huge aquariums that are set up in my basement as well. Well, I walk through there all the time. I'm letting the dogs outside in the backyard, and I walk through this basement all the time. And I did a podcast on purging and energy and how things feel. And I'm very in tune to it, and you can be in tune to it too. I was aware of my intuitive abilities a long, long time ago, even when I was a kid. I didn't know what they were, but I'm like highly intuitive, but it doesn't mean I'm the only one. You can be highly intuitive too. You just have to bring your awareness to what it is that you want. Anyway, and so through the basement, I'm like cleaning. Of course, there's like dust bunnies, all in the corners and cobwebs like crazy. And so I'm cleaning, pulling things away from the wall, vacuuming, cleaning, whatever. I got rid of a bunch of stuff. I got rid of a bunch of books. I got rid of a bunch of equipment that I had that I wasn't using anymore, whatever, a whole bunch of stuff. Now when I go in there, now listen to what I say. Now when I go in there, it feels so much better. Now, what do I mean? Like, think of that word. It feels so much better because there's a flow state. When you purge, when you get rid of things, when you clean your house, you do the dishes, you vacuum, you dust, you clean the toilet, you get all the cobwebs out of the corners, you get rid of things, you clear up the clutter, it feels better. You are cleaning and clearing your energy. Everything is energy. So the things around you are emanating a frequency. So think of music. We're pretty eclectic, and we listen to a lot of different types of music. And if I'm in the car and let's say a song comes on the radio, I immediately either like the song, resonate with the song, or hate the song. And I'm like, I will flip the station. Okay. If I don't resonate with it, if it isn't tuned into my current mood or my current state, my current frequency, I will change the station. So when I'm like, let's say I'm really pissed off, I'll listen to AC/DC or Green Day or Guns N' Roses, right? I don't always listen. Like right now I'm in a really good mood. Those songs probably wouldn't resonate with me. If you look at teenagers, think of the music that they listen to. A lot of them. I mean, this is stereotypical, but a lot of teenagers, we look at them and whatever, and they're listening to all this angry music. Well, because they're feeling angry. Now, the loop, as far as energy goes, is I'm feeling angry, so I listen to angry music, which makes me feel angry. And it's this long loop. It's like a cyclical relationship to energy and what we do with that energy. So instead, what I would recommend is you change your energy first. Because if I'm angry and I'm listening to angry music, which makes me feel angry, I'm in this loop. And if I want to feel better because I now want to manifest something better in my life, like, oh God, I hate my parents and I hate school and I have no friends and I have this stupid job and I hate this thing, well, you're just going to keep hating that thing because when I'm feeling a certain way, I'm going to do certain things that are in alignment. They match the frequency of how I'm feeling. So just like if you were to go into a room that had a bunch of guitars and you have a guitar in your hand and you strum the C chord, the C string on the guitar will also vibrate of all of the guitars in the room. Now, how is that possible? Because it's on the same frequency. So this is energy at its core. Now, I want to give some exercises today to help you to begin building your awareness about energy and the frequency. Because as soon as you become aware of it, you can start managing it. You can become an alchemist. And that's where I am right now in my life is I'm constantly assessing how do I feel? How do I feel? How do I feel constantly? I'll give you a couple of tools, really simple tools to use. And this is where I began my energy practice, is really simple tools that you can use. And you just have to kind of keep waking up. Life is it's a waking up process. We are like sleepwalking through life and then something traumatic happens that wakes us up. And then all of a sudden we go, we need something different. You ever done that? You just walk through your house and you're like, I want to paint this wall. You just woke up in that moment for something different. I want to leave this relationship. I think I want a new job. I think I want to get pregnant and have kids. I want to get a cat, right? I want a new car. Those are all little mini wake-up calls. Something has come to a head and now it is time for you to wake up, okay? Awareness is the first step. It is becoming aware. So when we start to detect energy, you can start to indirectly, by using your thoughts and your words, you can start to indirectly start to manage your emotions. I remember having a conversation with a coach a long time ago, and I said something about, I was going to teach this class, and she's like, what's the class about? And I said, it's mastering your mind and managing your emotions. She goes, you can't manage your emotions. I'm like, yes, you can. She goes, no, you can't. I said, yes, you can, because it's energy. So here's an example. If I'm feeling really depressed right now, when I'm depressed, I think depressing thoughts. I listen to depressing music. I do depressing things. I close the curtains. I don't go outside in the sun. I hole up into a small space. It's dark around me. Maybe I put depressing music on. I watch a depressing movie. I can't watch a really exciting, happy movie because I'm not resonating with that frequency. Okay. But if I recognize, I am feeling depressed right now. Do I want to keep feeling depressed? Or do I want to change that? I think I want to change that. Like, this would be the hardest thing for me to do, but Jen says I can do it. Let's try it. Okay. Here's the first tool. And if you want to manage your emotions going forward, here's the tool I recommend. It's a vertical scale from 1 to 10. 1 is depressed. 10 is joy. So any single time throughout the day is give your mood a number. How am I feeling right now? On a scale from 1 to 10, how am I feeling? Oh, and just ask yourself, you're going to know more than I would know. How do you feel? Ask myself, right now, I'm a 5. Okay, then the next question is, what do I have to do? Or what could I do? Or what thoughts could I adopt to become a 6? We don't want to go to a 10 from a 5. It's too big of a jump. It's too big of a frequency jump. That's like asking you to jump from the lobby all the way to the loft. You have to take the stairs. Well, using the vibrational scale is taking the stairs. It does become this mental game, but you will be able to manage your emotions with practice. And I will tell you this, hands down, this is the work. This is the work of human experience. This is the work. We have to go inward to unlock the power of becoming the energy alchemist. We have to go inward because that's where the power is. The power isn't out there with the doctors. The power isn't out there with medication. It's not out there with drugs or gambling or alcohol. It's not at the bottom of a bottle of wine. It is inside you. And if you truly want to manage your life and create this beautiful existence and this beautiful human experience, you have to go inward because that's where it's at. That's where your power is. So you ask yourself, okay, how am I feeling? Just close your eyes, sit down, breathe a couple. How am I feeling in this moment right now? Okay, I'm a 5. What do I have to do or what do I have to think to become a 6? What are my current beliefs? Oh, it's a crappy day. I don't want to work today. I'm super tired, right? Those are all energy. All of those words, all of those thoughts are energy. All of that, you are strumming the C string on the guitar and you are hoping that the E string will resonate. And it's not going to. You are strumming the C string. So the C string of all of the guitars are going to vibrate equally. That's like manifesting example right there. If I'm a 5 and I'm going out in the world as a 5, I am going to be seeing, experiencing, sensing, feeling all 5 type situations, circumstances, and people. So here's an example. Years and years ago, I didn't have a very high self-esteem. I didn't have a lot of confidence. I was not happy as a person. And so the people that I was attracting, whether they were friends or they were partners, I was attracting people that matched that frequency. Okay. So if I was a 3 back then, totally negative, hating life, I was attracting other people that also hated life and were also negative, and then trying to have a relationship out of that. Well, we're all strumming at the wrong thing. We're all strumming, a negative energy, and then we're trying to have this positive relationship. Does that make sense? So starting with the vibrational scale is a fantastic way to start bringing your awareness inward. How do I feel on a scale from 1 to 10? Okay. The next one is called a body scan. And all you do is you can do this laying down, you can do standing up, sitting, whatever, and you close your eyes and you bring your awareness to the top of your head on the inside of your body. How does the top of my head feel? And you scan your body down. Think of it as like an energy MRI. You scan your body down, top of my head, behind my eyes, my ears, my cheekbones, my teeth, my tongue, my chin, my neck, and go all the way down the body, all the way to the soles of your feet. Now, this is a part of just the inner awareness, sensing energy, sensing tension in the body, sensing, anything that's injured or unhealthy, any energy blocks. Eventually, you'll be able to sense energy blocks. And then the best part is if there is pain in the body, is as you have this awareness, you can begin to heal that part of your body. Right? Dude, are you guys joking me? Like every time something is wrong, I run off to the doctor, I run off to the chiropractor, I get some medication, I go to Walgreens, right? If you don't have a Walgreens, it's just a drugstore. And I try to fix it externally. Well, here's what I'm telling you. You have power within you to heal your body, to deepen your connections, to attract the life that you want to attract. You have to send out a different frequency. And by God, we have the ability to send out a different frequency because we have a brain. We have a mind, and we can change our mind. We can stop telling those crappy beliefs that are not getting us what we want, and we can start telling a new story anytime we want. Anytime, no matter what is going on in your life. Now, I will tell you this, it takes a massive amount of awareness. It takes a massive amount of mental energy in the beginning to be like, can I do it right now? Can I do it right now in this rage state as I'm about to throw a chair across the room? Can I do it right now? And the answer is yes, you can. You have to wake up in that rage state. You have to wake up in that depressed state, and you have to go, there's a better way. And I can do it. I know that I can do it. There's a better way, and I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to change my state. I'm going to look inward and go, what am I thinking right now? And you're going to go, well, Jen, you don't understand what I'm going through, what I'm currently experiencing. I'm like, yes, I do. I do understand. And what I understand is that you are matching a frequency to that thing that's going on around you. The thing on the inside is going to show up on the outside. If you eat terrible food poisoning type rotten meat food or rotten cheese or whatever, it is going to show up outside of you. It is inside of you, and it's going to show up outside of you. And what I'm telling you is if you start working on clearing up your energy, you, my friend, are going to start feeling joy and gratitude and love every single day. You're going to feel abundance. You're going to create the things that you want to create. You are going to have a hand in how your life unfolds, and it's going to be beautiful. Now, here's another one. So the body scan and the vibrational scale, those are two. Here's another one. Any moment, ask yourself. Now, this is kind of a little bit more advanced. So I would do the vertical scale and the body scan first, do those for a while until you get it. Then the next is to identify an emotion that you're feeling. Identify an emotion that you're feeling. So you would go, what am I feeling right now? Now, this isn't the scale. This is literally identifying that emotion. Oh, I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling content. I'm feeling pissed off. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling grief. I'm feeling kind of depressed. I'm sort of overwhelmed, right? It's now you're identifying, you are matching the frequency state that you're feeling, that energy state that you're feeling, and giving it a word. You're defining it according to you. Okay. I know what overwhelm feels like to me. It feels different to Amy. It feels different to Joanne. It feels different to Tiffany. It feels different, but it's probably pretty darn close. You know, when I ask a client, when you feel anxious, where do you feel it? And they're like, oh, it's always in the upper body, my arms, my shoulders, my heart's racing, my head. Right. Well, that is anxiety. It is felt in the upper part of the body. It's very chaotic energy. And how do we combat that? How do we calm that energy down? Well, I close my eyes and I shake that energy down to the bottoms of my feet and I reconnect to Mother Earth. And it's gone in seconds. I can deal with my anxiety by going inward and unleashing. I don't take anxiety medication. I don't go see doctors for it. I don't call myself I have anxiety, or my whole family deals with anxiety, so I have it too. I say, I am feeling anxious in this moment. I am feeling depressed in this moment. Think of the power behind that. If I say I am depressed, I'm identifying with it that I am a depressed person, and I must keep that belief going because it's a belief and it's an identity. If I have an identity with an emotion, I'm going to keep that emotion in place because it's an identity. Now, it becomes so stuck in there that I go, I don't even know who I would be if I didn't feel depressed. I had that same issue with anger. I'm an angry person. I used to say it all the time. I'm just an angry person. I deal with anger all the time. That's what I used to say. Well, now I say I'm feeling angry in this moment, which means in another moment, I may not feel anger. I could choose something different. Okay? So when we're going to go in and feel our emotions, I want you to name it. And it could be very basic. I feel sad. I feel depressed. I feel happy. Okay? Now what I want you to do, I want you to try this on. I think I've done this a couple times in podcasts, but I think it's really important to let's just practice. What I want you to do is I want you to sit upright if you can and close your eyes if you can. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. And I want you to kind of go inward and just feel how your body feels on the inside. Okay? Take a couple deep breaths. Feel how your body feels. And then what I want you to do is I want you to repeat the word out loud if you can, or quietly. Either one's fine. I want you to repeat the word hate. Hate, hate, hate over again. And now go back in and now tell me, how did that feel? Could you sense what hate feels like in your body? When I say the word hate, I feel a clog. I feel just below my heart, between my heart chakra and my solar plexus, that there's a block immediately, a kink, a block. Okay? Now I want you to do the same thing. So I want you to take a deep breath, a nice big cleansing breath. Let it all out. Go back to neutral. And now I want you to say the word love over and over again, out loud or in your mind. And what did you notice? Which one feels better? I notice that when I say the word love, again in my heart, it's like little fireworks. It goes, and it just kind of opens up in this circular motion. It opens up. When I say the word love, what is going on is it is opening my heart portal. It's opening the magnet that brings in the thing that I want. Okay, please listen to this. If I say the word love, it opens my heart portal and it turns on the magnet that is my heart and brings in the thing that I love to me. If I say the word hate, it closes that door, snaps it shut, and prevents that thing from coming into my existence. Interesting. All by one 4-letter word. If I say hate, if I say I'm so sick and tired of, you are closing that magnet. You are shutting off that portal. You're closing the door to the thing that you want to come in. If I say the word love, it opens it up. It opens my heart. It allows the thing to show up in my life. Isn't that amazing? All by changing my words. Now listen, I want you to practice something. I don't know what day you're listening to this, but I want you to give yourself a promise that you will do this practice for 3 days straight. Today you're listening to this and I want you to pick one, the body scan, the vertical scale, name the emotion, and I want you to try on these words again, do it longer, try on love, try on hate, and see how it feels. Bring your awareness to this like to the top of your awareness. I'm going to master and practice mastering my energy for the next 3 days. I want you to journal your experience. Journal what's going on in your life right now, your physical health, your environmental health, your emotional health. At the end of 3 days, I want you to revisit those same 3 things and go, what has changed in my life? You could even rate them. My physical health is a 5. My emotional health is a 3. My environment is a 4. Okay? Then at the end of 3 days, I want you to rate those things again. And if you feel confident, I want you to keep going. Do another 3-day stint. Rate your emotions. You rate your physical, how you feel physically, and rate your environment, and do it again. I promise you, at a very short period of time, you're going to gain the confidence that you're going to keep going forever and ever, and watch how your life unfolds. This is the work. This is the work, my friends. It is not out there in the physical experience of manipulating people and things to try to get them to act a certain way so you feel better. You must use your imagination, your thoughts, your words, and indirectly manage your emotions so you can start becoming attractive, like a magnet, drawing those things to you. This becomes fun. Life becomes fun. And I want you to have that experience. Now, if you want to go, I'm going to be doing the live calls. They'll be via Zoom. But go to Chakras for Beginners if you're not already a member. Check out the links under the events tab. All of the next the next calls in the series will have the Zoom link in there, and you can join me. Join me live. Ask your questions. Let's begin our energy practice today. Thank you for listening. If you liked that episode, please subscribe, like, and write a review. Let me know how that landed with you. If you'd like to support this podcast, please check out in the show notes where you could buy me a chai tea, or you can join my newest podcast membership for exclusive episodes, guided meditations, and transformative exercises that you won't find anywhere else. For more transformational tools, techniques, and programs, check out my website, theenrichmentacademy.com. Bring your journal, open your heart, and let's get ready for some serious transformation.